What's going on, guys? Car review guys here. My name is AJ, and this week we have had the 2025 Mercedes-Benz GLC 350e, which is basically the plug-in hybrid, is what that is indicating. Not the full review. Full review link down below. This is going to be 5 things to love, 5 things to improve. We're going to start with a short cinematic, usually about 60 seconds or less. But without further ado, let's get right on into this list because this is a shorter video. Let's roll. Number one on the improvement list is the plastic wheel arches, and then also down below. I wish there was an option from factory to get that paint to match. I think that would just be a great option. There are definitely other OEMs that allow that to happen. Obviously, you could do it after the fact, but it's really nice whenever it is from factory. Number two on the list would be allow the passenger screen as optional. Don't want it standard, but that would definitely be nice. Many of the Mercedes-Benz lineup has that as optional. If you're watching this and that is an option, then that has changed because as of the making of this video, per Mercedes-Benz website, that is not an option and that would definitely be nice. Number three on the list would be an optional rear seat entertainment package. TVs 1 and 2, whatever. I just think it's in that class, it's in that category that some people would like that as optional. Again, would never expect that standard, but that would be a nice little touch. Number 4 on the list is also here in the rear, and that would be optional ventilated rear seats. Again, not a big deal, but it is something that would make it that much better. Number 5 on the list has to do with the lane centering. Several other OEMs allow you to use the lane centering, and you do not have to have your cruise control set. It'll just, you turn it on, not the cruise control, but just the lane centering portion, make it active, and then boom, it stays dead center of the lane. Now, keep your hands on the wheel, blah, 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 we know that, but it is nice to have without having to set your cruise. So if you're just around town, you don't necessarily want to set your cruise or whatever, and it still stays dead center of the lane, lightly have your hand on the wheel, pay attention. It's a win-win. So maybe in the future we'll see something like that, but not quite yet. Nonetheless, moving on to the 5 things to love. Number 1 on the list is the interior ambient lighting. And I'll go ahead and put it here up on the screen for you. What can I say? It looks really, really good. Number 2 on the list, I think the seats are really comfortable. In my week with it, I just think the bolsters are just perfect. They're not overwhelming. You have so many adjustments, just the seats are quite comfy, and I could definitely see it being comfortable for a road trip as well. Number 3 on the list is the tack. You have heated seats, you have cooled seats, or ventilated. They are optional. However, it does have it as an option. And then just all of the tech, including the massive heads-up display, which you could probably see maybe up there through the windshield. Just a big square cutout, but nonetheless, it is definitely nice, and I do like all of the features that it has to offer. Again, we go through all of those details in the full review, which is linked down below. Number 4 on the list is the fact it is a plug-in hybrid that does well. There are some other plug-in hybrids in the industry, and they're kind of clunky. They just don't transition very smoothly, and this one does very, very well, so had to make the list. Number 5 on the list is the headlamps. They are the digital LEDs, which if we show, I don't know if you can read it right in there, digital light. So basically it'll like project out on the road. There's like some safety things as well that it'll do. But the big, to me, the big thing is it looks pretty neat at night. It'll literally out on the pavement, way out in front of you, it'll have like digital like rain. It'll say like Mercedes Benz and stuff. Like it feels special. And to me, that's what you want. You want to feel special and not just wear a badge. And so whenever they do little things like that, including the ambient lighting, you really feel like you're in something special. Ride quality obviously goes with that, which this has. Don't really have to get into detail, and unsurprisingly. But if you want all those details, one last time, that is in the link down below. That is the full review. That is all the details, everything you would probably want to know. Over 22,000 subscribers. Thank each and every one of you. I really do appreciate it. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.